MCT is what's found in coconut oil. And to be clear on this, medium chain triglycerides, these are short chain fats. Now, why is that important? Normal fats like butter and lard, because they're large, they're digested in a very different way. They tend to end up on your hips and especially in your waist. Whereas these short fats, like in coconut oil, tend to be digested differently by the liver. They're used more like sugars, but in a healthy way. It turns out in trials, people seem to lose, or at least not desire 100 calories of food a day when they're eating these diets.
So if you want more coconut oil in our diets, you want us to take it as a supplement or actually use it in cooking and things like that?
You have a choice. You could take about 10 grams of MCT, and there's, you can buy them in bottles. But my personal preference is just replace butter and other sources of saturated fat with coconut oil. You want about a tablespoonful a day. It's great for eggs in the morning. You can make it as part of almost any other meal. It's a one-to-one replacement for butter.
All right, here's another tip you've got, and this one utilizes a food that is very popular right now, Greek yogurt.
This is a fascinating study. They just did it. They looked at folks who ate a 6-ounce serving, which is one of those small containers of any yogurt, just a low-fat yogurt, before every meal. They lost 80% more fat around their trunk.
Why does it do that?
It has a couple of effects, but a lot of it comes down to calcium. Calcium sends a very clear message to fat cells that they can release the fat stores in them. But there's another little secret here. Fat, when it's in your intestinal system, because you just ate it, when it mixes with calcium, it becomes soap. So you basically are pooping out soap instead of digesting it into your body. And we think partly because of that, you're absorbing less of those fat calories.
Let's talk about some other things that might prevent you from taking in fatty foods. Vinegar is one?
A lot of folks have been talking about apple cider vinegar, but frankly, any source of acetic acid, for example, that in pickled vegetables, cauliflower, regular old pickles, peppers, doesn't matter. All these have an interesting effect. They change how your body uses insulin. By controlling our sugar levels more effectively, we tend not to deposit the fat so effectively we don't crave it as much either.
We're looking at the rest of the list there. Barley, how does that work?
Barley's got per serving 6 grams of fiber, a wonderful alternative to oatmeal. I suggest you try it in the morning because it's a change of pace. The anti-craving tools that you have to remember, if you remember nothing else from our fat-fighting solutions this week, we got the best ones collected together. It's Royboy's Tea. Royboy's Tea is no caffeine, naturally sweet, so you won't have sugar in it and you won't crave food, and there's no caffeine to hurt your heart. And finally, the scent of vanilla.
The scent. So we're not ingesting vanilla. You're smelling vanilla.
Exactly. Well, you can eat vanilla ice cream, but you won't lose weight. You want the scent of vanilla. Use it as a cream, or maybe the best way is a candle. If you light it before you're about to eat, you actually will crave food less. It has a very calming effect on our body.
Helping you cut down on the development of heart disease. It's something you're going to be talking about on your show all week long. Dr. Oz, always good to have you here.
Honored.
Thanks very much.
Here are key points. Show enthusiasm. Make graphics easy to read. And provide practical information. Regarding enthusiasm, you have it, let it loose. On the graphics, keep them simple. And practical information, people love takeaways. So those are 3 main points. Contact me with any questions. Bob Kaplitz at 214-766-4236.